Shalom, shalom. What's going on, everybody? I want to start out by saying all praises due to the Most High Yah, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakash, Dawada. And then I want to definitely say double honors to the great elders of Millstone that rule world, that bring us, that's been bringing this information out, still bringing the information out. They doing 6 or 7 videos a week. I mean, a day just about. Definitely salute, double honors to them, to the brothers and the sisters, you know, that's putting videos out, that's out here on the highways doing their thing. I want to say shalom to all of y'all and the viewers and people listening to me babble scriptures. But definitely salute. So this was gonna be a good show, right? So I started the week off, and so we was talking about men, women, you know, because it was a thing where, let's start from the beginning. You had Brother Malcolm in Chicago camp. He did a video. And the video wasn't too bad. I watched the video before all of the drama jumped off. He did a video, and it wasn't too bad. It was, you know, talking about, I guess, society today and everything, because you gotta admit that, you know, our women are dominant over the men. That's one of the curses. So the women right now is dominant over the men, and they running things, right? So the brother was kind of just, you know, like, in this thing right here, it can't be the same energy that's going on in the world. It can't be, you know, we the Israelites and then the sisters is going to usurp the authority and pretty much overrun us, right? The brother put up a scripture put up a show on his page. The sister on the comments, Sister Sharon Sunshine or Sharon Sun, whatever, it don't matter what her name is. But the sister was on the thing, just going in. Shut up, Brother Malcolm. We can say whatever we want. Whoopty whoop whoop whoop. That just can't be. So he did another video or whatever the case, and she still, you know, they still coming back. So then that led to Elder Apostle of Gabar doing a video, right? So Elder Apostle Gabar did a video, and I left a comment and everything, and so he responded to my comment. Let's go to the comment how I went down, because I changed my name, so you got to get the background to the story, what happened. I changed my name. I'll get to the name change later. But this is the channel right here. It's called A Daily Exhortation. It's called A Daily Exhortation, and Elder Apostle Gabar. So here was it. The first one was Jesus was not a simp, right? So the first one was Jesus was not a simp, right? And so my comment was that it? This the one I left the comment on? I can't. Was it this one or was it the next one? Salaki, give me 1 second. Let me just find it. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Chilling? Maybe it was she just don't understand. Of course I can't find it when I want to find it. Or maybe it's not in this phone. Oh, here you go, right there. So the lesson, he did the show based off my comment. Yeah, Elder Apostle Gabar did the based off my comment. And what's going on, brother?
Chillin', bro. Chillin', man.
How you doing?
Coming down here to say what's up.
All right, no
I
problem.
see you down here with the lessons today.
Oh yeah, you know,
You ain't playing, baby.
you know we the 12 tribes of Israel,
I
right?
know, come on. You know I got this science, baby. You
Okay.
know I got this science.
Okay, that's all it is. As long as you know.
New Jersey all day, baby. What's your
Okay.
name, man, baby?
Okay. All right, sir. Have a good one, brother. Yeah, that's he owned a barbershop right here, Diamond Cuts down here in North Carolina, brother. He positive. He it's a whole nother, everybody know, but it's what are you doing once you find out. It's always like it's always once you find, back to the story though, forget him. So but anyway, right? So so it goes Shalom, Elder Gabar, edifying lesson, I agree 100%, woo, 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 woo. The decline of masculinity, and he did a show based off that, right? And so already before he did a show, you know what I mean? And first off, I want to say is, I don't think I'm on the level of none of the elders, none of the apostles, none of the leaders of any camps, not even just Great Millstone. I ain't on the level of no, say, a Gorilla Hebrew, whether you people like his style or not, you know, Gorilla Hebrew, Sicaria, Naquan. I'm not on the level of these guys. And I'm probably not going to get on the level of none of these guys before the end of America. Because we don't got no 10 years for me to study the Bible. We don't have no 5 years for me to study the Bible. So I'm not out here trying to usurp or jump ahead of the line or nothing like that. Like I said, I know what I'm capable of doing, how I've been getting through life, how I could study, how I know I could learn things, this and that, and then I share. That's all I'm trying to do. So that's it. So when I leave a comment on the board, on the Elder Apostle Gabar board, Salaki, I'm not gonna leave nothing that where I'm dropping those scriptures. I'm not gonna go on I'm a water abide podcast and drop scriptures. I'm not gonna go on the Brother Walk and Talk South Carolina board and drop scriptures. But I will say something, like if he commenting on something or he dropping scriptures, I might say, well, hey, you know, well, I think black men's is lost nowadays, or I think that I seen this in the government, or I seen this in the news. I will say that and will share a story like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do I supposed to do with all of the knowledge that the Most High, Yah Bashem, Yahusha been blessing me with this since the COVID? All of this stuff that you've been learning and everything like that, or whatever the case may be. See, the Edomites always stare. As soon as I come out here, they start staring. But all of this knowledge that I've been blessed with is for a reason. I gotta share it. And so before I was getting the scriptures revealed to me, and the Holy Spirit was working with me with the scriptures and showing me all of this, I was already out here telling about all of the stuff that was going on and everything like that, and pretty much telling my peoples to wake up from the madness. You know what I'm saying? And then, so then that lead to the name change, right? So the elder did the show. It was great. I definitely appreciate it. He said the same. He appreciated my comment. My comment made him, sparked him to do a show. That was wonderful. That made my day, right? When it showed my moms and everything, right? And so, so later on that night, the brother for NC, GMS Walk and Talk SC, right? The brother right there, I don't know if he's an elder, camp leader, what exactly his title is, but the brother put up a video and I made a comment, right? And so I got the old picture on and all of that, and then the long ass name. That's another thing lead to the name change. Elder Apostle Gabar, sorry about that long tongue twisted name. I shortened it though to Shopper Tribe of Gad. You know, I was, when I looked up the name, I was happy. Let me tell you how happy. When I looked up the name, I was feeling good. I just changed my name to that like a month and a half ago. And so instead of me just throwing up Shopper for the people that was already described to my channel, I guess I wanted them to know what the name actually meant and why I was choosing it. So it was a reason behind it. It just wasn't over like, oh yeah, I'm an Israelite, I want to make a name and show off and all of that. It was kind of more proud of my heritage, because you know, you guys that might have been in the faith or in the truth for 30 years, 100 years, or how many years or whatever the case may be, you know, some of us just finding out like yesterday. And the ones that's just finding out yesterday, you know, it's going to be a different reaction, a different feeling. As I was driving up here today, I was thinking like, yeah, I could change my name, I could do all these things, but I'm not going to tone down my enthusiasm, my pride, or my happiness, and I don't think I should or need to. But you know what I mean? And not to debate nobody about it, it's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all entitled to feel about that type of stuff, you know what I mean, long as we stick to the scriptures. And we stick to the scriptures, and we out here with truth, honesty, and sincerity. And that I'm out here with. I've been out here with this. I've been telling the truth and sharing, telling my life and all that since I started doing this thing. Because even before you get to the scripture, you can't, and that's going to get into my show. Even before you get to the scriptures, if you a man out here and you are happy and content with the way this society is going, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't know what's wrong with you. If you fighting for us to vote so we can help repair this system, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, what are we repairing? What are we repairing? What are we repairing? And so you know, and I wrote down some things, man. I wrote down some things before we get into some of the stuff that's going on that they doing. You got fracking. So they mentioned fracking in the debate, right? Nobody even knows what fracking is. This is what fracking is. Fracking is they drill holes in the ground and they looking for natural gas or oil. And then when they find it, they use another kind of fluid or gas or something to kind of push the gas together down there. In California, they use feces. That's right. They take your feces, and they pump it into the ground. So they've been pumping feces into the ground for years, right? You don't know you just don't know what that's going to do. It's no way you can know what pumping feces in the ground when it's heat down there and the stuff down there. You know, so you don't know what that's going to do, right? So you got that, right? And then they got where they put, if they not putting feces in the ground, they put in carbon monoxide in the ground. That's right. They take carbon monoxide and they pump it in the ground. Why? Because their backup plan before they lose control is going to be to destroy the planet or help do whatever they can to destroy the planet, right? You got that. They got this what was this weapon called? Here you go. They say they got this new laser called the Hurricane Delta Telemetry, TELEMETRY, a hurricane thing. So it's supposed to be some big ass laser or whatever the case may be that's supposed to be out there, whatever the case, that they could it's supposed to be their new weapon, and they supposed to be testing it out or whatever the case may be. Like, these are the things that they doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we'll get back to that. They got the global warming, you know what I'm saying? And so, what are we helping them fix? All they gonna do is run the planet in the ground more. That's all they gonna do. All they gonna do is run it in the ground more. That's it. They ain't gonna do a thing more. This one, we don't need this one right now. These notes is this morning. The brother Gabar had an old video I seen, and it was talking about the tribe of Gad and what happened to the tribe of Gad, right? And that's another thing. Like, there's so much information out here, man. Now, if you want to find the truth, you can find the truth. For instance, the tribe of Gad was part of the northern kingdom that traveled a year and a half to get to Azareth, right? So they traveled a year and a half to get to Azareth, a land where nobody been before, right? And so that'll be the thing where we'll go, well, see, Azareth is when the northern tribe got to America. That'll be that right there is distinct proof that the Native Americans descend from the 12 tribes, right? So you look at that in the scripture, you go, well, Azareth, you don't, but then when you look it up in the Jewish dictionary, Azareth and what it says, it's going to tell you that's who Christopher Columbus was. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for Azareth and the people in that land because he knew that we had sinned against God and we could, they could dominate us. They could enslave us. And so I'm sitting there, and that already makes sense right there without that, right? So then I'm sitting there, and you just thinking about, like, you just applying common sense to the thing, right? So Christopher Columbus and all of them, they knew, they had the knowledge, they had the secrets of the Bible, right? And so they knew that Esau sold his birthright, right? Esau sold his birthright for a meal. So, and he lost his blessings. So they know that if you lose the Most High Yahweh's blessings, you could be enslaved. That blessing it means something. So when Christopher Columbus looking for people that turned against their God, and I know, you don't see how that all link up right there? Maybe it's just me. All right, so the day of the show was going to be, it started off where it was going to be about men, women, and stuff like that. Because when the elder, the elder did a show last, elder, when he did the show, I'm out here and I'm thinking, well, man, you gonna lose, you talk about you losing friends don't talk to you no more, you get blocked by family members or whatever the case may be. And so Elder Gabar did the show High Quality Man. You are a high quality man if you get this knowledge, right? And so he started out with Revelation 1 and 8, who was the highest quality man of all. So come on, we're gonna go to that Rev 1 and 8. This is Yahweh Shai talking, red letter. Revelation chapter 1, chapter 8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord power, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. So he said that Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai was the first alpha male. He was the highest quality male that you could be, that you could ever hope to be. We supposed to follow his lead, right? He the first alpha male, right? So then he went into, like, if you getting this knowledge and stuff like that, if you receiving this knowledge and it makes sense to you that you are of a high value, high quality, high value to the Most High. Right, because the church is us. We the temple. We building it brick by brick with Yahweh Shai being the cornerstone. So you sitting there and you thinking about it and you like, yeah, because there's a lot of people that still that still think voting got, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that still think that trusting vaccines is going to get is smart. There's some people that still debating whether or not it's still people debating whether or not if the microchip is the mark of the beast. Now, real quick on that too, right? Because they pushing it now. They got these Amazon go, and so I'm gonna try it another way, man. Think about this. You get a chip in your hand where you could walk into a store, it's nobody in the store. Nobody in the store, them Amazon goes. The store light up when you come in and everything start moving, you go in there, you take what you need out, and soon as you leave the store, go back there. You walk up to your door to your apartment building in your office, and you could do this at a little pad and the door fly open for you or whatever. Don't you see that? You don't you see where you are not a human being no more? You are an android almost, or a robotoid godlike entity rolling around here in the planet. See, that's the part, like, people looking forward to say it in the scripture, and that's what was my point when I jumped on the brother comments last night and said people don't know how to apply scriptures. Like, they could read the words and they'll know what the words say, but then you still can't think through a situation that you should be able to think through logically, like that. And that was my point. Like, how can, without the scriptures even be involved in it, and you being a spiritual person, got that inner, the spidey senses, or whatever the case you want to call it, how could that reconcile you to being cool with them putting a chip in you that could hook to a 5G tower? I just still don't get that. That's the one I'm not understanding. Whether it's this one, whether it's that one, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I still just don't. We going to Malachi. We going to the book of Malachi 3:16. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, chapter 16. So, first we going to talk about being special and receiving the knowledge and appreciating it, respecting it, and being humble, because you don't have to. I could wake up tomorrow and be like, man, I want to go back to listening to the Locks. I want to go back to listening to Dave East every day in my truck. That's what I want to go back to. You know, just being oblivious to everything that's going on and just worrying about me. Because as long as I'm good, I ain't got to worry about nobody else, right? That was kind of the vibe I was on. Like, you know, that's how they make you do. Like, yo, men don't get no love, don't get no support here from this society, so we got to do what we got to do to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And that means, so you got a lot of men that's just doing their thing over here by themselves. They don't ever really talk to too many people, maybe on the phone. They go to work, they come home, they watch TV, that's it. That ain't no existence. So, okay, chapter 16. I'm just reading 15 first, Salaki. 3:16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord, and that thought upon his name. 17. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels. Talk about us. And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth not. Yeah, so basically, once you wake up to this knowledge and all of that, like the brother said earlier, he said, oh man, I'm from New Jersey, man. I know I'm an Israelite, man. I know I'm an Israelite, but I know and you gotta work in this society and everything, but he got his barbershop open today. He didn't have no fringes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not judging him, but I'm just saying, like, okay, you know what you know, but what you gonna do? That's the thing with what's up, brother? All right. So that's the thing. Like, okay, you'll say, yo, you know you an Israelite? Yeah, I know. That's it. They just content with the knowledge. And I guess they feel like, I guess they feel like that's all we really need. Man, I ain't gonna even read. And that be the other thing. When an elder do a show or something like that, or whatever the case may be, they write that they might in 45 minutes, 50 minutes, he might go through 35 scriptures. And so that be the other thing. So again, like I'm not trying to say I'm better. I take a lesson that the elder do, and I might try to chop it down to 20 minutes. Maybe I ain't give them as many scriptures or whatever the case would be as the elder gave or whatever the case, because it's for them to find out now. Because I come to a conclusion too. Right now we at a time where either you want to know the truth and you want to come out of it, or you content with being dumb. Them is the two things right there. If you a man, because the men is the ones got to wake up first. The 144 is going to be men. So if you a man out there and another man come to you with, yo, this is right, this is wrong, and you reject what's right and still run with what's wrong, what are you doing? What are you here for? I seen another one, right? So, we ain't gonna say the group name. Let's do it like that. We ain't gonna say the group name, so we don't say, brother, we should all get along, brother. We should all get along. So, but I seen a group put up a video, and they had a dude look like he was a 2002 version of Keith Sweat. He had his fringes on, and another sister, and it looked like they was getting married, and it was a video clip of them getting married and stuff like that. And so my thing is, man, right now, getting married in this society, one, or you having the marriage ceremony that they came up with here, that's probably satanic. I done already seen the video where the whole white getting married in white thing is a ritual in itself, right? Before you even get to the marriage. But the getting married in white is a ritual, right? So what are you doing? You promoting that? You promoting that to our people? Before you get to, is it time for that yet? Is it time for celebrations and all of that type of stuff? We ain't at the kingdom. We ain't at the kingdom yet. Actually, we seeing more spaceships. We seeing more chariots every day. The sister Maria Covan, Maria Hill, she recording entities and going, yo, every time I see that lady, I think she going crazy. She going crazy because she getting all this knowledge, and the knowledge, she ain't meant to handle this knowledge, and it's burning her up. So, but yeah, I see her, she going crazy. See, I told you, white Edomite in a what was that, a Mercedes 300 SEL or something, one of them, she waving, the Sheetamite waving, the Edomite smiling like this. That's what I get. My peoples is like, they still look at me like I'm an astonishment. Salakia. So yeah, but back to that story. So I'm like, wow, you know. Then I seen another Israelite pastor. Yeah, that's what he said. He was an Israelite pastor, and he said he got a petition for right now where we could all get on the plane and go back to Jerusalem with full citizenship. He got a petition for Donald Trump for that. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then you see this guy, you know, because what I see what it is now is, what it looked like to me is, it's a lot of sisters that's lost right now. There's a lot of sisters, a lot of brothers that's lost. But for the sisters that's lost, you got this sexy pastor vibe. You got this sexy pastor vibe that some of these brothers and some of these groups is giving off to kind of lure, to me it looked like lure women in. You know what I mean? That like and that's the type of stuff that lead to the issues. You know what I'm saying? Like truth and sincerity, man. You gotta be doing this thing with truth and sincerity, man. Not with all this other stuff, man. Okay, yeah, let's go, let's hit another one. Let's go back to the scriptures, man. Okay, let's go to the book of Jeremiah, verse 1, chapter 8. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, because it's getting ready to get crazy, y'all. It's getting ready to get crazy, man. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of men that's not grounded in something sound and the most and the only prophetic book. If you look up the only prophetic or prophesied book of prophecy is the Bible. The only one. So not only see they and that's why they turned it into a religion, because they didn't want you to grasp the concept of it being a prophetic book, meaning that it's going to be talking about things that is to come. You know what I mean? Is to come. That's what prophecy means, something that looking in what is to come. And so even with that, you'll go like, how does that tie in, Sherm? Because you got to think about it. You got the Bible is for the Gentiles and the Israelites scattered abroad. Everybody was scattered abroad once the kingdom split after the death of King Solomon, and they split. The kingdom split, right? So now you got to think now. Just like now, you might have somebody like me that get lucky, or the Holy Spirit in me, or what, you know, and it helped me to say back in January, I said, yo, right after they did the Donald Trump impeachment, I seen where Bill Maher, who is one of the big talking heads for their side, said, yo, now that he got away from this, only thing left is to crash the economy, right? So whether it was already pre-planned to crash the economy and he was just forewarning you, or it was something that they was going to do just out of the blue randomly. I said, yo, they gonna use this COVID to crash the economy. And I said before, they just looking for a reason to put the military in the communities. I said that. They just looking for a reason. They just looking for a reason. And these riots and all of that is the reason where sooner or later, the military is going to be in here. And once the military get in here, that's when them forced injections and vaccinations going to happen. Because Project Warp Speed look up Project Warp Speed. Project Warp Speed is the military getting the vaccines and distributing millions of them with force. That was the word that Trump said. He ain't say, he said, yeah, you know, you get, and we'll be able to deliver it with force. So now, right? So getting back to my point. So you go back into the past and you look at the book of Revelation, you look at Ezekiel, you look at the prophets, and they back then, the Most High is talking to them, and they getting little pieces of the future. So they getting little pieces of the future where they see the number 666 on something because the number 666 is on the barcodes. Or they get a little piece of this, they see brothers getting done. They see the tornadoes, they see the hurricanes, they see the earthquakes, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So they putting it in the book for us. And they putting it in the book for us because it's a prophetic book, and it's the last days. As we get close to the last days, the ones that awaken to this information, they gonna be able to go into the book and be like, yo, this brother said this right here. This brother said this right here. Oh, we gotta watch out for this. Oh, word, this is why we curse right now. This and this and that. So that's what happened right there, people. This is what's going on. That's what the Bible is. The Bible is the brothers in the past telling us what's going to happen in the future. We could see it. Our peoples is going to go through this. Our peoples is going to go through that. We going to be taken into slave ships. That was the Most High, though. Yeah. I'm gonna send y'all into Egypt again with ships this time. That was the Most High. Salakia. So we go back to Jeremiah 1 and 9. Jeremiah 1 and 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. I already said that too. Before finding out they stole my heritage and my history, my legacy. That I don't even know where some of that stuff was coming from. I didn't know where it was coming from. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and something would be right there in front of me on the TV, and then I started like, yo, I didn't even know where it was coming from. It was coming from it was me getting guided back to who I am. That's what it was. It was me getting guided back to who I am. So 1 and 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull out and to destroy and to throw down and to build and plant. See, so we supposed to come out here. We supposed to come out here. We supposed to prophesy that the fall of Babylon is coming. Babylon is Rome. Babylon is Rome. Is America. Is France. Is the UK. Is Australia. Is Denmark. Is Australia. Is South Africa. Like all of these countries, man. Russia. Those is all Edomites, man. They say, oh, we Russian. We different from them. No, y'all are all Edomites. Y'all are all Edomites that went around the world renaming all of the lands and stuff to what y'all wanted to name them to. Then came up with these fake nationalities and all of this type of stuff like this to play musical chairs. But then look and check this one out. This was one I was thinking about, right? So they tried to come up with their own little nationalities or whatever the case may be, right? So now, so everybody know that this ain't no race thing, this ain't about no color thing or whatever the case may be. Your father determines what bag you fall into or what your biblical nationality is, period. So you could have a black man have a kid with a white, Asian, Chinese, whatever. He could have a kid with all of them. They are Israelite. Turn it around, and a black woman, have a kid with all of them different ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? A Moabite, a Edomite, or this or this or that. Her child is what they are. Their children is what the father is. So that's the difference. So, and I say that to say that color not gonna determine who is and who not, right? Color not going to determine that. And it's going to be it's supposed to be 2/3 of us die. Do y'all understand how much 2/3 is? Do y'all understand how many people 2/3 is? 2/3 is a lot, man. 2/3 is a lot of people, man. 2/3 is a lot of people, man. 2/3 is a lot of people. 2/3 is a lot of people. Because this is the world in the Bible is set up as a patriarch. It's not a matriarch. It's a patriarch. Oh, bro, somebody over there. Look. It's crazy. It's crazy to see somebody arguing and yelling through their face mask, through a face mask. Like, what? Especially if you 5 cars away. Don't nobody know what you talk about. What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, let's go to this one. So I remember last week, right? Or last show I did, where we already established the world was split into 12 parts, 12 gates, 12 angels to sit in judgment for the 12 tribes. We already did that the last time, right? I'm just taking, I'm not going through everything so fast or whatever, because I'm outside. I figure if I not lollygag around though, just take my time, be, what I'm saying, maybe instead of being out here an hour, maybe I'm out here an hour and 30 minutes trying to see some people, you know what I mean? So this is the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and 27. I do that backwards thing. I say 19 and 27, but be at 27 and 19. So I gotta always double check numbers. I be doing that switchy thing, right? So, okay, Salakia, 19 and 27, book of Matthew. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua, but it says, Salakia, I'm going to read it correct. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus, dumb name, said unto them, Verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. 29. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or fathers, or mothers, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. So again, if you I seen one brother say, man, you kind of gotta almost be dug in a bunker by yourself with the Most High. Like, yeah, especially if you just coming into this truth, man. You just coming into this truth, because it's gonna be plenty of people like Vocab Malone with his replacement theory, replacement theological theory, and supersessionism or whatever. So you got people like this guy right here, Vocab Malone, that if you shaky and you ain't studying and you ain't doing diligent and you run across his video with a sellout Jake Israelite that want to talk, that help push Christianity and the lies that's accompanied with C.J. Bourget and his gay little situation and all of that, or whatever the case may be. if you not grounded and solid in what you know and feeling comfortable and confident about it, you're gonna get shaken. That lead me to another point too. Like the brother said, yo, Amawai did a show back. He said about feeding the flock, feeding the sheep, right? And feeding the sheep. Once you put your hand on the plow, you can't take your hand off the plow. You know what I'm saying? So once you start doing it, you can't stop. You can't slack up. Especially if you out here saying you doing it for the Most High. You out here doing it for Yah Ba'Shem Yahushua. Ba'Shem Yahushua Wahat Qadash. If you out here doing it for that and they name's sake and for the blessings of them, you shouldn't even care what no man say about you. Really shouldn't. You shouldn't care what no man say about you, what nobody else say about you or whatever, especially if it's in the scripture and you know you doing it right and you applying the scriptures righteously. What can you do, man? Some things just everybody ain't meant to get it. You know what I'm saying? So now that was the first part. The first part was kind of like, you know, I wanted to get where you see that following the Most High, you're a high quality man. You're a high quality man. So then I got to the second part, right? But brothers, man, brothers, it's us, man. It's us. We like you get to feel like once you get in the truth, you know what I'm saying, you go with your feelings and this and this and that. And the way I'm reading the room, as they like to say, the way I'm reading the room is Most High waiting on us. He waiting on us. He waiting on us, man. Is it because it ain't 144,000 of us yet that he see that he wants to select from? Is that holding it up? Or we gotta wait for Esau to do what he do? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, to me, I feel like the Most High probably ain't, and if he got 144,000 yet, he ain't get to the 1/3 yet. He like the basket still got space in it. That's what I'm basically is my point. Like the basket still got space in it because it ain't enough people in the basket yet. That's the vibe I get off of it. That's the vibe I get off of it. Because some of us just reluctant. We love this system, man. We love this system. We love what's going on here. We love it to death. We love it. 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 Like, you could say, yo, this new rapper is a man, you know, dress him up as a woman and let him rock out. After a year or two, people even forget that he was ever a man. That's what goes on now. That's what goes on now. You know what I'm saying? That's what goes on now. So let's go to this one, 1 Corinthians. Cause this was the whole purpose of this show was to, you know how people, you know how I was saying people don't know how to apply the scriptures and all that. So this show here was the kind of, yo, black, so-called black, Native American, Hispanic, men and women, our roles is out of whack. Nobody don't know their roles no more. We don't know how to apply the scripture. People don't know what's going on. People don't know what the biblical law is. People don't know nothing, right? So it would have been one thing just to come on here and before our elder did his show, matter of fact, the water, because again, Elder Gabar, you finished my show for me before I came out here, because all I had prior to his show was I was just gonna come out here and talk about being a good quality man, receiving the information and all of that stuff, and why we need to, as men, need to turn back to the Most High. And then I was going to talk about the sisters and why they need to turn back to the Most High. The Elder Apostle Gabar gave me the rundown. His show was the roles of the men and women. So he said I sparked him to do, and when I sparked him, he finished my show for me. See, that's when you know you. That's why when if you do something that one brother correct you on or something like that, how can you get upset? You know what I'm saying? How can you get upset? You can't get upset. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all in the spirit and all of that and everything. So that brother was hit with the spirit. Yo, brother, if you did X, Y, Z, that'll tighten you up, man. That'll help tighten you up a little bit. All right, back, cool. So I did change my name. I did change the picture and all that stuff. I couldn't change it on Google, though. Google, man, Google think they slick, man. Google done set up some voice activating shit. On the phone, I ain't even active no more. On the phone that been out for 3 years, Google keep trying to activate my voice shit on it. And I'm like, yo, so I come in the crib and walk in there and the phone will just go Google voice activation. They listening to us, y'all. They listening to us. They listening to us. They listening to us. That series, everybody with that cool shit series, that series shit gonna turn on y'all. You got a computer in your crib listening to you all the time. Okay, so we going to the book of First Corinthians, chapter 11. Verse 2, right? Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. See, there we go right there. So all of that other stuff, all that other energy, all that other stuff, you live in opposite what's in the scriptures. All that other stuff, you was living opposite to the scriptures. And once you know you living opposite to the scripture, should you expect a plague? Should you expect the same thing that the Gentiles and the heathens get? Probably so. I'm just saying, right? So, because we're going to skip down. Go down to verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have powers on her head because of the angels. Yeah, that go back and forth into their relationship, how they deal, or whatever the case may be. But see, it gotta be order, man. It gotta be order. And we ain't trying to say like y'all gotta be y'all slaves and all that, but it gotta be order. I used to always say, man, I'm married. When I was married and stuff, you married, you go to work, you deal with the devils all day and they system and this and that and they little technical rules, technicalities and trying to get money and doing overtime. And then you come home and you got to argue with your wife for 5 out of the 8 hours that you're going to be home before you go back to work. You got to come home and your wife is already thinking about being a single woman, being a single mom and all of that with the kids, with the 2 kids or whatever the case may be, so she could get earned income credit. So she really don't need you because you're not giving out $10,000. You ain't gonna give her $10,000 at one time. You know what I'm saying? But the government will. So I need to get you out. So it's like things that we was dealing with, we shouldn't have to be dealing with, and it was all designed to usurp, not the man necessarily, usurp the teachings of the Most High. That's what it was. It was to usurp the teachers. It was to get us to stray away from what we should be doing, how we should be living as a people. That's what all of their stuff was designed for. So let's go to another one. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach. Chapter 36 and verse 24. He that giveth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So remember I was saying, you know, so even though I didn't have no clue about this verse when I was married, right? Going through my marriage, I'm like, man, I know this not the way it's supposed to be, man. I know when I was younger and I saw a man getting married and what a wife's supposed to represent, it wasn't supposed to be that. It wasn't supposed to be that, for sure. So, but definitely, I don't know if he Latin or Edomite. I don't know what he is. So we supposed to be a help to each other. We supposed to be a unit. It don't supposed to be a, you know, you more connected to society and you just dealing with a man or putting up with a man or suffering through a man being around. Come on, what kind of energy is that, man? What kind of energy is that? Because here go one. Because you go, oh man, that's just y'all men trying to be like that, Sherm. Not just y'all men trying to be like that. Oh, okay. I brought my staff out this week, so in case another half-drunk Edomite come up on me, I could go, yo, this is about 6 feet right here, man. Back up off you. This is just why I made sure I had it this week, man. Over here faking. We used to call them faking Jamaicans, so you got this fake guy right here. Stop kidding. Salaki, give me 1 sec. I be scanning so fast, I be scanning right past it. So let's start at this the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 1, right? And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman, right? So this is Aaron and Miriam, his Moses' sister, speaking about Moses, right? Taking that's all she said. So that's all she said, right? So 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth, right? So Moses was one that, you know, he kind of didn't really want the responsibility. He kind of was, you know, because you figure you responsible for the whole tribe. They all coming to you. Jake is crazy right now. You see how Jake is. So he dealing with the Jakes and the ones that got some sense, man. Drive you crazy, right? So then, let's go. And the Lord spoke suddenly. This is 12 and 4. And the Lord spoke suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they three came out, right? That looked like the Edomite right there from last week. Because he stopped right there while I was looking down, reading. So, but anyway, Salaki, I'm ready for him this week. You don't get cracked. Nah, you just, look, you just avoid him. Let's avoid him. I can't be out here cracking nobody with my staff. Word up, right? So, Salakia, back to the you know, so, and the Lord came down, this is 12 and 5, and the Lord came down in a pillar of a cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth, right? And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and I will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. So he's basically like, yo, how can y'all talk about Moses when Moses is the most faithful one in my house? You know what I mean? How can you talk about it, right? With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall behold. Wherefore, then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So yeah, nah, we could, what you mean? We could judge him, we could chastise, we could talk about Moses and what he did wrong. That's how they feel in this side. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. No pigment. So you'll go, well, oh man, you overreaching. She just spoke against Moses marrying an Ethiopian woman. So imagine if you if you got a brother that's in the light or whatever, and he come home, you throwing a frying pan at him or something. What you think you gonna get sooner or later? What's going on, brother? How you? You know you're an Israelite, right? That's what I'm talking about, my man. See, we waking up, man. It's time to wake up, man. It's time to wake up, and like I said, us men gotta lead the way. We can't let the women get more spiritual and then we try to follow along behind them. That's not the way it was set up. We gotta get out here. We gotta feel it. We gotta do it. We gotta work it. We gotta believe it. We gotta be doing the prayers. We gotta be the one that's gonna be out here doing the battles. It's gonna be us. If we had a kingdom, he came back and gave us a kingdom right now. It's gonna be a dual. We gonna still have that same thing going on? No, we gotta take our rightful place. We gotta step up as men. That go back to my name and everything. Like, heck yeah, when I found out, man, I'm royalty, man. I'm royalty. I'm the blood of royalty. Now, did I mess up? Did I do too much BS to where, you know what I mean, I don't get no crown in the end? Maybe. Probably so. Probably so. Do I think I'm in 144? Probably not. Is that going to stop me from coming out here trying to work like I think I am? Nope. I'ma still come out here and do what I do. And it don't matter. It don't matter, because in the end, I'll be able to say, look, I know I was bugging out before I found out, but once I found out the real, I was trying to live it. So long as you could do that and you keeping it moving, that's all you could go with, man. That's all you could go with. But we need to wake up. It's the men, man. It's us. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. Let me make sure I'm still recording, y'all. Oh, yeah. See, last time when I came out, I didn't charge my phone, right? Last time I didn't charge my phone, and so it clipped off on me. This time I had it plugged, I mean not the phone, my camera select. So this time I had it up all week, plugged up all week. So there was no reason why. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so now, so let's go to the first one, right? So now let's get back to people's jobs, what they supposed to do. So the first thing is, yeah, women are definitely important in life and in the faith and everything. Because I think let me see, before I go to that one, let me see if I think I know this one by heart. One and one James, it was the book of Amos. Salaki, give me 1 second. I thought it was on this verse right here. Let me look it up, see if I can find it that way. But I know it's a verse in here. It's a verse in here where a poetess, a prophetess, not poetess, a prophetess that was out of the northern kingdom, that she was, she was out there when they was trying to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? When that was the reason why they left and came to Nazareth, is because they had it's on my other book. But it's a verse where it's a woman and she's a prophetess. I'll get back to that one. But yeah, but just so you know, my point for trying to find that one was that women do serve an important role in the ministry. So, you know what I'm saying, as far as what's going on and everything like that, right? So let's go to Luke. Got the book of Luke, 23, 27. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 23 and 27. And there followed him a great company of people, and of the woman which also bewailed and lamented him. But Yahushua Jesus, turning unto them, said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Right? So women was around, and that's basically, when let me read the next verse. That make more sense. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. So basically, when the pain come, don't cry to Yahushua. Don't cry, because that's what happens. Soon as you get shot, soon as you get stabbed, soon as y'all see a earthquake, a big ass meteor could start coming towards the ground right now, coming towards the earth right now, and it'll be all at one time. It'll be like how many? 100 million. Oh, Jesus is gonna come out. What's up, brother? All right, you're gonna get a whole bunch of them. So he basically saying, don't wail for me, don't call for Jesus, wail for your sons. Wail for you and your sons, your children, because y'all gonna get it. Yahushua gonna be fine when it starts. So we got our points. We all got our points. We all got our parts we play in this, man. So let's go to this one. So what's the men got? What's the men's job? This the men's job. This what we gotta do, man. For all y'all men out there. This what we gotta do. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Right? So in other words, hear the whole story. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Fear God and keep his commandments. So if you doing your thing, you got to fear God, you keeping the commandments, you just doing what you got to do in this little society to get by, you pretty much good. You pretty much good. I don't know if that's going to get you in the 144. Like I said, I ain't even in the 144. I don't feel I am, so, but you still on the right path. That's all we trying to do right here. We got to get back on the right path. That's what this show was about. This show was about the right path. This show wasn't about, yo, I think I'm part of elect or whatever. That's why everybody say hopeful elect. Yeah, I still hope I'm part of elect. Did I give up? No, I ain't give up. That's why I'm out here working. But you still, well, it is what it is. So let's try to keep it normal. So we trying to keep it normal out here. Like Sherm told us, we do this, we gonna be part of the elect. That's not what Sherm's saying. Sherm's saying this is what you got to do to get back right, reverse these curses. Get the man off our back. That's what I'm saying. Help bring Babylon down. This is what we got to do, right? Boom. So now let's go to 1 Timothy. So the brother was like, and then so you get to what's your gift and what do you bring to the table. Like I said, I know I can't come to the table with where I know as many scriptures as the brothers and the elders and all. I know I don't know. But I know that I got a way of seeing things where when I put thoughts in my head, I don't know how other people think, but when I put thoughts in my head, it's like I go up in there and I could see in a circle like this. I could see in a circle like this. So I could go up in there and I could see, say, my military life over here. I could see my life when I was working as a chef in Atlanta over here. I could see my life when I was working as a chef in North Carolina over here. I could see maybe the teachings of Dr. York down here. I could see, so I see like that. So when I learn stuff and I read stuff and I put stuff together, you know what I mean? I put it together different. You know what I mean? So maybe, maybe my different is something that a few people out there need to hear. My different, like here was another one. This was a prime, this is explaining better. So when I was in the military, right, I was a tank mechanic, Desert Storm vet. So when I was in the military and we had these, the tanks, you had to test out on the tanks, right? So when you testing out on the tanks, they give you, or you doing anything, they give you a book like this, right? It'll be a book, they call it a TM, technical manual, right? So you'll get a technical manual. But you might get 3 technical manuals just to do one job. Confusion. That's why the confusion that way, so people can't. I get it. So you would get 3 manuals. They all this big. You might have to go read step 1 through 8 on here. Do step 9 in one book. Do step 10 in another book. Then come back and do 3 more steps over here, right? So when I'm reading the manuals and all of that, if you just reading words, you're going to get lost. You're going to get lost. That's what the whole 3 Carmani book shit was about. You know what I mean? To make it hard for you. So when I was reading the books, I'm reading the books, but I'm seeing what they saying in my head. I got a tank in my head floating, and I'm seeing what they doing. So when I started already, I already got an idea what I'm getting ready to do. because I done read it and visualized it, put a picture in my head as opposed to just let the words run in my head. So that's what I'm bringing to this, man. I'm bringing that to this and my passion. And I love my peoples. And I want a kingdom. I'm ready for the new kingdom where I get me a little bit of land, got me a couple of servants, and I got me some, I got my birthright back, and I got me a restaurant. That's what I want. So I don't have to be a governor. I don't have to be one of the 144 elect, 144,000. I'm just trying to make sure I get a little bit of honor. A little bit of honor in the kingdom. That's what I'm going for, a little bit of honor. You know what I mean? Look, save the souls of the children that don't like me. That is funny. That's a funny one too. Help save their souls, make their punishment a little less. Let's go to let's talk back about the women stuff. Let's get some positive on the sisters, right? So 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 2. 1 Timothy 5 and 2. The elder woman as mothers, the younger sisters with all purity. So this is who they talking to. So start up there, so these is who they talking to, that Salaki. Verse 2. The elder woman as mothers, the younger as sisters with all purity. So that's who we talking to, all the women. Young sisters, old sisters, right? Let's go down. But if any widow, this is verse 4. But if any widow have children and nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before God, right? So let's go down. Okay, so yeah, 5. Now she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusteth in God and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. That's one way to go. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. See the difference? One that's doing the right thing, living right, gotta fear God, throwing up prayers, staying in accordance with the commandments. You know what I mean? But then you got the one that's doing the other thing. Verse 6 again. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Right? Let's continue. Verse 11. You can read 10 though. Verse 11. Y'all should check the whole. Sisters, just read the whole verse. I'm going to tell you, sisters, just read the whole verse. That's what I would suggest. Read the whole verse, 1 Timothy chapter 5, because all the way down it's giving you different things. I'm just skipping around because, I don't want to read the whole thing. Here, let's go to 16. And if, Salakia, 1 Timothy 5 and 16. If any man or woman that believeth have windows, let them relieve them, and let not the church be changed. Don't change nothing. That be the thing, man. You see all over the Bible, New Testament, Old Testament. Don't change nothing. Don't change nothing. But we changed a lot. Changed a lot. That it may relieve them that there are windows indeed. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors, especially they who labor in the word and the doctrine. That's why I saw that verse, I said, that's why we give double honors to the apostles. because they are ruling the kingdom well. Because, like, think about it. You gotta, and see, so just so the brothers will understand too, I was humbled. I was humbled by even Apostle Gabar reaching out to me. I was humbled by some of the brothers. I'm like, these brothers, I know these brothers don't have to even acknowledge my little brand new newbie little comments or whatever the case may be. But when you say a comment and the elder apostle comment on your thing and then turn around and do a show about it, come on, man. Come on. You're supposed to be happy, excited about it, man. Come on. You know, you believing into you buying into the reincarnation and all of that and stuff like that, and you know that the apostles is back out here now prophesizing and all of this and all that. Man, you don't know who the Apostle Gabar could be. You know what I mean? And it was funny, right? Before the whole thing started, before the day before that night, I had wrote up the show. I'm like, yeah, that's my Saturday show right there, right? And so I'm thinking about the elder. I'm like, you know, if you look at Elder Apostle Gabar, if you was casting somebody to play Moses, that'd be about right. Maybe his afro was a little bit bigger. You know, his afro was a little bit bigger. That's Moses right there, right? The beard, the full, you know, the woolly, the gray, right? So that's how I'm looking at it, right? And so then the next day, I send a message and make my little comments, and Moses reached down and actually comment on my comments. Word up. Word up. So nah, it's definitely, it's all respect and honor. It's definitely like the brothers, like, you think you're gonna be a first round draft pick, you gonna come and blaze some new information that we ain't know. Nah, that's not the energy. That's not the energy. That's the energy of somebody that ain't even in the spirit, I would say. Here go Book of Titus 2 and 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. Like this, so people go, oh, you don't know what you need. Oh man, I don't know. The scriptures is right there. And the way it is now, man, all you gotta do is go to Google and punch up a certain little phrases or whatever, biblical reference concerning women. And it might be 200 of them, but hey, that's a start. You could just scan through them. Like, it's ways to find stuff. It's ways to find it if you want, right? 2 and 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Let's go again with that one. This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober. That's definitely not going on right now. That's it. And not just so, we ain't talking sober with drink. We talk about sober with behavior. Sober, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Booty pictures in the bathroom, butt pictures in the bathroom, your cleavage out, videos with your camel toe. I'm smarter than a man. I know just as much as him, even though he might have studied, whatever the case may be. Or here go a prime example. You could say, I went to college for school. I've been studying. I done studied all around, or whatever the case may be. I've been working fine dining all most of my life when I was working as a chef, right? So I'll put up something or do something, or whatever the case may be. And then you'll have a woman that, oh yeah, I cook too. Like, that's just like, that's like me coming in and saying, oh, I know the scriptures too, just like Elder Gabar. Like, that's just not how it works. Like, it just gotta, just not how I got, that's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna read that one again. 2 and 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. 5, to be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. That's pretty much it, man. The rules is this: everybody got to follow commandments. Because even your husband, sister, even your husband, if he bugging out or whatever, if he a Jake, you know what I'm saying? You gonna let Jake lead you astray. So, so you definitely gotta use common sense. But if the man is leading, or whatever the case may be, and he's leading properly according to the scriptures, it should be no problem with you falling in line. If it is a problem with you falling in line and he living according to the scriptures, or whatever the case may be, then you got too much love for this world. You got to come out this world. You got to come out this world. So yeah, so hopefully, I hope that you know what I'm saying, that this lesson was helpful, definitely. You know what I mean? And help you to at least figure it out. So you know the verses and the stuff that I check them out, sisters. Read them. Check them out. Read them. You know what I mean? So you will know, because if you know what you're supposed to do, right? You go in, like, that's why they give you the syllabus before you go to college. If you go in and you got the syllabus and all that, you know what you're supposed to do, then you shouldn't have too many problems. You shouldn't. So if you know what you're supposed to do as a woman according to the scriptures, according to the commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments, then you shouldn't even have no problem with anybody. Anybody you have a problem with, that's their problem. You know what I mean? So I just didn't want to make it seem like I was beating up on sisters. No, I ain't beating up on sisters. I love sisters. I love sisters. I love them, but it gotta be order. So when I run across a sister that's unruly, or want to run her mouth, or want to talk down to me, or try to usurp my authority, yeah, I don't want to deal with her. Still my sister though, but I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to talk to her. I go up to a counter. I'm outside. This reminds me of the time I was at this food line. I roll up to the counter, pay for my stuff. I'm 51. This young girl couldn't be but 23, 24. Oh, you ain't gonna say hello, queen? Who the fuck are you? She ain't say hello. She ain't say nothing like that, or whatever the case may be. She gonna look at me and say, you ain't gonna say hello, queen? Oh, fuck are you? How are you my queen? I said, how are you my queen? I said, how are you my queen? You might be another nigga queen. You ain't my queen. Get out of here. So I like I said, man, I'm doing this, truth, sincerity. I'm going to keep doing my show. I'm going to keep trying to wake my peoples up. You know what I'm saying? My enthusiasm, yeah, it's enthusiasm. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not going to get out of pocket, but, you know, I feel my opinion worth something when I speak. I feel that. And the elder apostle said the same thing. And again, the water, elder apostle Gabar. The water, man, I'm telling you, that made me feel great, man. That made me feel great, man. For real, man. I was like, man, so in the new kingdom, I'll be working under elder apostle Gabar. You know, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah. Be like, you know what I mean? I was thinking about, you know, he was talking about how Timothy and Titus worked with the Apostle Paul. So I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? So, but, yeah, that's my show. Again, we got to be out here prophesizing and calling for the fall of America, this system. If we not doing that, if we not collectively doing that, I don't know what else we doing. Oh, this was another one. I seen a video. I posted a video. A brother I forget what brother it was, GMS Austrian man. I think it was maybe him. I think it was that brother. But the bishop that's telling heads now. I ain't gonna say his name, but he a bishop, or he called himself a bishop, and he said, oh, you know, you could call him Christ. His name don't matter, Christ. Yahweh said don't matter, it don't matter, it don't matter. But it's a video out there of this same brother before he got to the bag. You know, it's the same brother out there saying Yahweh. His name is Yahushai, and this is his name in the Hebrew. It is Yahweh. So how was his name important then, but his name ain't important now? His name is important. That's why I thought about it, because if you praying, not just for destruction, if you praying and you sending a prayer out at night, or you want to send it, you gotta know the name. It's Yahweh. It's not Yahweh, Jacuzzi, or Louis. It's not none of that. It's Yahweh. Ba-Shem, Yahweh Shai. That's it. That's it. That's the names, man. That's the names. That's the names. Now, you might say, oh, you can spell it different. Your pronunciation need to be that, though. Your pronunciation need to be that. You know what I mean? Like, if I see somebody add something or whatever the case may be, all right, I might look at them a little. But your pronunciation needs to be correct. So that way, when you praying and you calling out, you'll be calling out to the right person. Calling out to Jesus Christ, you know you is calling out to Sarai Borgia, which is calling out to Baal. That's who you calling out to. And that queen worshiping stuff and stuff like that, that's of Baal too. That goddess energy and all that, man. So y'all need to know who y'all worshiping, who y'all praying to, and all of that. And to get your prayers right and to have your prayers be correct, you need to be saying, Bash Salakia, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's what you need to be saying. All that other stuff, Yehudi and all that, man, you're gonna get a orange kangaroo pop up one night in your house and beat you down or something. Try to take over your body, man. Word. Let's see. Look. So I did that. Let's see. Now I could go to some little news, right? Let's see if we got. I think I read all of the news in the beginning that I think I seen. I seen the Daddy Yankee video. He sold his soul. Yo, y'all gotta. Do y'all accept the fact that it's clones out here yet? Did y'all accept that fact that it's clones out here? That it's you know, it's lizards out here. It's demons that done took over people's souls out here because they done sold their soul. Oh, that's what's one. This get me to Kevin Gates. I seen the Kevin Gates video, right? Never heard a song or whatever. Seen a Kevin Gates video. He had a concert, right? He rapping and he had a concert, and he hauled off and kicked the girl. Boom, boom, right here in her chest, right? So the next day, or he do a video the next day, and he says basically, yo, she gonna tell me that my beads I had on was satanic demon worshiping. The rosary beads and all of that stuff, Islamic prayer beads, all that stuff, yes, that's Baal worship. But we continue with the story. So, he gonna say that, don't Jesus say that you gotta love me even if I am a devil worshiper? I seen Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, or whatever, one of them. He on the live doing the thing, and he talking to the people, and they study asking him, did you sell your soul? Did you sell your soul? He cursed them out. You know what I mean? F y'all keep asking me if I sold my soul for whatever. What y'all keep asking me that for? Y'all stupid. If y'all on here talking to me right now, y'all going to hell with me. So these rappers is selling their soul. They don't care. You know what I mean? Fat white. I don't know what that was, man.